We have Sneako versus Andrew Tate. Now, this has been going for quite some time, ever since the whatever happened, the nightclub where they were doing the salute and doing all that crazy ass shit.
It seems he's got himself exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me.
I'm not going to lie saying I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here with any vendetta. I would never do that. I don't like to just talk bad about the girlies while flicking your hands like this. Bitch, get the tea ready.
Just a guy, and I'm just here to tell a version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it.
I'm going to say this too. Any man who tells you a story going like this the whole time is lying. Lying out his fucking teeth. Even if his mouth closed, he lying. If he goes, bro, I'm going to just tell you everything that happened, so swear to me, God, on my mama, on my dead homies, that nigga lying.
Noted.
What's that supposed to mean?
That means exactly what I just said. Okay. Noted.
I do this sometimes, and I am lying. Self-report. Self-report.
Hence why I noted it. I was like,
and you noted it because I noted why you noted it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that
so? Lying? He doing this. I didn't do nothing. I did everything. I did everything and more. You don't even know half.
A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
What'd you say?
I said he's not wrong.
I agree.
He's not wrong.
Sneako 1000% copied everything Tate did. He started doing this fucking cringe ass shit, wearing the shades just like him, even talking. His inflection changed.
The leather jacket,
yes.
the glasses,
yes.
This position right here, the enunciation of Bugatti.
I will agree. He definitely did that.
So I
remember at one point Sneako looked at me and we were in a conversation. He said, and I'm like, if Andrew Tate was across from you, would you give your daughter to him as a man who's worthy?
I remember
and he
that.
said yes.
Would you let your daughter date somebody like Andrew Tate? If your daughter was 18 and Andrew Tate came up to her and when he's 40 years old, would you let your daughter date that guy?
Sneako, you would give your daughter to a man who has 19 other women?
Wait.
If he was a good guy, yeah.
Really?
And I just want y'all to think about that because look at where they're at today.
He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this thing that was exposed. He had this big scandal, and he asked me what I think about. Isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online.
My brand is Bugatti.
Bugatti!
What color is your Bugatti?
Every time you say that, I hear something else.
Yeah,
all right. It's full of Bukaki.
Cut him off. He's upset. You can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a rage which is suppressed. Guys, I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I just said, no, I'm not gonna you, bro. Get out of here.
Okay. Now this is a funny spin on this thing. Andrew's just basically going full petty and just saying, you gay. No, but bro, you gay. Yo, forget y'all point. You're gay, right? Hey, can we just acknowledge that you gay? That's his whole video.
Yeah.
What the reality is that he looked up to Andrew and Andrew rejected him and he felt slighted by that. That's it. I've seen this dynamic between a bunch of straight dudes. When you look up to a dude and you defend them and they shade you, bro, you get salty.
Oh, 100%.
You get salty. And Sneako might deny it. He can do whatever he wants. But at the end of the day, he definitely went the extra mile to be like, Andrew Tate this, Andrew Tate that. And I get it. Sneako put a lot of time. It's kind of gay. Put a lot of time into defending a man who wouldn't even acknowledge him 90% of the time. So it's not because he's gay. But these guys, they want to frame it that way because that's a big win in their world.
Yeah.
If you're gay, it's the worst thing in the world.
Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private.
Wait.
You're going too much. He's just really still following you.
Is this guy going to accuse somebody of Islam? This guy? You can say whatever you want about it. He 100 times more of a Muslim than you. I see you doing Christmas celebrations, running around talking about you still got OnlyFans girls working for you, gambling casinos, all this other fucking gambling bullshit. You're the one who take gambling promos. How you gonna say that man's not, but look at you. He at least go to the mosque on a regular basis, does Islam-related videos. Nah, listen, if anyone LARPing, you could say all of them LARPing, but this motherfucker's the biggest LARPer of them all. Because I remember he had his conversion. The next day, he had a fucking big-ass promo with stake.com. And if you guys aren't aware, gambling in Islam is one of the worst things. That is, it's up there with debt and some other. It is crazy to do a gambling promo as a hundreds of millions of dollars person.
He keeps his faith on the internet, and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is a real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York.
I've been to Dubai. It is about as Muslim as a pig's anus. There is very little that's Muslim about that city. Sorry. No. And even you living there, that's where all the fucking expats and all the Dubai poo-poo influencers go to get shat on by fucking princes and shit. What the fuck is Muslim about you living there? What the fuck are you talking about? Go to Dearborn, Michigan. You're probably more Muslim than anyone in Dubai.
Poo-poo influencers.
Poo-poo influencers. That's what I call them. That's what they do. I'm being honest with you. You will never see more plastic surgery than when you see foreigners in Dubai. Dead ass. It's like motherfuckers look at, I'm so conservative. I live in Miami, Florida.
He's the Lulu for the poo-poo.
Let's take a listen to Sneako's response, because apparently there's a lot more that happened since then. And I think this part is the more interesting part, because I think it says a lot about both of them.
I don't want to give this any energy, but this is part of a bigger coordinated attack. I'm a streamer. I'm a public persona, but people who aren't public persona, bringing them into this is heinous. It's evil. And it's beyond what I thought a lot of these people would be capable of. You know, I'm here. I'm in the public space. I can see how that makes sense. But when you bring other people into this, you cross the line.
So if people aren't aware, Andrew Tate was reposting stuff, I think, about some people very close to him who are completely offline. Have no public.
Oh, his family. His family got doxxed and stuff. So
Yeah.
That is completely unacceptable. And it's a true depiction of character. I don't want to bring it up right now. I don't want to bring more attention to it.
I just want to say, you remember when I said I will? Go ahead, preach what you going to say.
Remember what?
Go ahead, what you going to say. I know what you're going to say.
Yo, Sneako, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because you're the same bitch-ass motherfucker that was kikiing with the Fresh and Fit motherfuckers when they did whatever they did when they were outing who they thought they outed. You were kikiing, which was supposed to be my wife or whatever or not. You were kikiing with them and having fun with them, or you don't do that, but now it happens to you and now, you cross the line? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, I'm hurt. Shut up. Laughing and making jokes and shit. Now it's off. Now, oh my God, it's off brand. You did that. You did that. Oh, how have the table turned? You poor bitch. And mind you, I'm not really happy for your family that happened to you. Like, I'm not. But see, that's how the fuck it feels like.
The people around who don't deserve that. And it's that stuff is not, there's.
No, it's not it, right?
You cross the line, bro. Andrew Tate is going after me personally, people in my personal life that are not involved. It's on Twitter, so it is what it is. I faced a lot of backlash, and part of the reason I got banned everywhere was to defend him, because I believed that they were fighting the Matrix. We found out that was different when he got out of jail.
And I think this is one of the principal issues that I have with these types. They'll act like they're all principled. Everything is this. It's about the fucking message. And they'll be like, oh my God, can you believe that person's character? And your best friend's Myron. Like, none of that makes any sense to me. And it's not like, oh, you guys are friends offline. You guys are friends only promote each other. You sat on the streams while he was doing that shit, posting pictures of other people's spouses and partners who had no business being online, who never were public figures. And you laughed. And now that it's your turn, now it's crossed the line. It's a moral indignation. So what, do you only think behavior is bad when it affects you? All the other times you co-signed, amplified, encouraged. He goes to talk on about how he defended people against Moist Critical and took so much shit on the internet. Why did you defend them? Do you think it's a virtue to defend people who are morally reprehensible and are lying because they're your friend? Do you think that's a good thing at the expense of the audience, at the expense of the people they're defrauding, at the expense of the people that they're misrepresenting themselves? Do you think it's a virtue? That's why I don't like a lot of these characters in this space, is nothing matters in terms of values and consistency. Nothing. They will lie. They will say behavior is bad one day and say it's good the next. If it's their friend, it's all amazing. If it's someone else, it's always horrible. Of course I think what's happening is bad. That's why I don't talk about who, I'm not even gonna get into it. We don't need to know. It doesn't matter. I don't care about his personal life. I don't care if this nigga is gay. I don't care if he's straight, transsexual. I don't give a fuck. What bothers me is that these people lead men and don't really sit there and own the fact that they spent years supporting, endorsing, and to this day still support people who did the same things that they're apparently against. Free speech advocate. We should be able to talk. Your buddy spent how long doing fake DMCA claims because you wanted to silence his detractors. But then you'll talk about censorship. You think it's a great, I supported Andrew Tate through his case. Why? There's clips of him online bragging about taking advantage of men and stealing all their life savings for his own riches.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all.
That documentary, that's one of my favorite clips with HS, because he's one of the few people who are piece of shit enough to admit it openly. I don't give a fuck about anyone. I'm in this for me. And that's true for all these pieces of garbage in this space. When Sneako came out and said the red pill is dead, God pill, yeah, okay. But you gotta go sit back and eat all the stuff that you endorsed for so long and sold to fans who spent money on that bullshit. Don't get defensive. Don't take it personal. I'm just being straight with you as a person and anybody watching. People are always okay with bad behavior as long as it doesn't target them and their tribe. Then you don't think the behavior is bad. You just don't like who it targets. And to me, I can't respect that. I edited that clip in that exact way because I knew Preach was gonna act that way. I knew Preach was gonna pick up on the exact thing that I picked up on, which is him saying, this crossed the line. It crossed the line. But you watched it happen to somebody else and it didn't cross the line. You didn't say a word. I think you're just not ready to address what you did before, not truly. And it's tough to get online and say, I was wrong for all them years I endorsed this shit. I was wrong for all them years that I said this shit was real. Why? Because these people may be real friends to you in some ways or whatever. But at the end of the day, the people you roll with, most of them are garbage. Why should anyone really think that you've changed? Now, I might believe, but I understand why Preach does it.
Don't act like they flipped on you or they flipped. They did those things. They didn't flip. They're just doing it on you. That's it. There's no change. That motherfucker was pissing. What changed was the win, so you received that piss in the face. But that motherfucker was pissing.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Pissing.
So
Right out the car. You in the back seat, they were in the front seat.
your window was
Same
open.
side.
Yup. Flang in
Don't
your face.
recommend it. I've seen people do that.
Now you have a mouthful of piss and you gotta swallow. Pause.
Don't
put my picture up.
So I'll say,
He put my picture
someone
up.
suggested, if you guys donate $100, I will read your fortune using Preach's head. But a minimum 100, anyone who goes above that, it'll be a really good fortune, positive. What's that?
Thank you. Make it shiny.
Is that baby oil? Whoa, whoa.
I gotta moisturize. What you talking about? Yeah, boy.
The P&P Diddy's for Preach.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Bet y'all never saw that coming.
No, because you're sweating. I cannot leave you alone. Your forehead's glistening, so my shit going.
All right, so some people don't know this, but I sweat a lot. It's
Yes,
kinda
no,
just
we
a
know.
thing. Okay, let me rephrase. You're right. Everyone knows. You know what? What I was gonna say was when I go out dancing, for example, people like to see my Instagram stories, but they're like, "Yo, why do you change shirts so many?" It's because I sweat a lot. And I think part of being considerate is if you know you nasty, wipe your forehead. You know what I mean?
And see, time and time again, it's the people that are closest to you that you've defended the most. People that I've went to back and forth with moist criticals because I was defending people that I thought were my friends.
Stop defending people because they're your friends. Start defending people on principle. You know, you want to talk about values and morals and you want to stay on the subject, but you defended somebody because y'all know each other. Do you think that's an ethical, great thing? Your friend was wrong. He lied to sell a course about how he slept with 1,000 women and he told these fucking fake ass stories about his whole life. And you defended his lies. It's not a virtue.
My reputation changed forever because of the Manosphere Association, the Red Pill Association, because I was defending him so much. Look at what he's doing now. None of that was reciprocated. And to my face, Andrew Tate says no issue, shakes my hand, and wants to do a video with me in New York.
You upheld and defended an ideology that you now say today is full of frauds and charlatans. But now you're framing this like, yo, I went to fucking war and defended you. My reputation took a hit. But yeah, because you defended frauds and charlatans. It's not like you were doing some even kind of reporting or you were honestly critiquing them when they deserved it.
When he's saying that, when he's saying exactly that there, when he's saying, oh, I defended you and I took a hit, he's saying in a sense that I defended you, I'm looking for reciprocity. And why is he saying that? It's because when he's saying I defended you, I took a hit, my credibility took a hit, that means that I defended you even though this shit was highly questionable. I defended you and I took a hit. So you took a hit and you defended it despite you knew. So I mean, you knew it was despicable. You knew it was bad. You knew it was not legit, yet you still defended him, expecting him to defend you later on in life. Sorry to say, it just proves that you're a garbage human being.
I won't go that far, but I do.
And you went like this, so that's a lie. All right, carry on.
One hand is maybe.
So it's half a lie.
Half a lie. You turned and closed your eyes when you saw shit that was off. And I know Sneako's smart enough to hear certain clips and be like, that sounds fucked up. But he didn't cover it. That clip of Andrew Tate on the Full Send podcast for me says everything about who he is as a human. If my friend had ever said something like that, I already know I'm done with that person. And this for me, as a male advocate, I already know you're the most disgusting piece of garbage. And Sneako has played this since. He's played this now in the last couple of months, but he didn't play it back then.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So like, and it's basic shit, right? You'd have a guy.
You feel bad or no?
Fuck no. To give a solitary fuck.
This is the man you defended, the man who took advantage of other men. You went out of your way to constantly defend this person. And he never lied about who he was. He always was pretty upfront about being a garbage piece of shit in his whole life and how he made his wealth. He always was very upfront about it. He didn't care about taking advantage of people. And you think it's a virtue that you defended this man against these attacks from the Matrix. Sometimes I wonder, am I expecting too much of people? And then I tell myself, fuck that. These people make millions off the backs of regular people. They make millions, some of them millions a month. Some of y'all may not even get there in your lifetime. These guys make that shit in a month. All I'm saying is don't defend people you know are unethical in how they make their money. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm a virtue singer, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I truly believe the kind of things that you do to others, the kind of unethical behavior that you know in your heart of hearts, that you question but you silence, that shit does come to find you at some point. And this might be a tough time, and I don't wish this on your family and friends, and I hope they all get through it. But I hope you think about how you made other people feel when you were defending folks who did that to others. That's all I hope. And I hope for everyone watching at home, forget fucking Sneako, forget Tate, forget all the retards in the red pill space, forget all these people. Sometimes y'all are in places where nobody's watching. It's easy to fuck people over when you know you're gonna get away with it. But I hope you know that that kind of energy you put out there, that kind of shit that you foster, it will find its way back to you in some type of way. You might feel like the victim at that time, but I hope you think back on those moments where no one was watching and you decided to fuck someone over for your own selfish gain. But you know what, guys? You know how many people have contacted me from Myron's high school, from his family life, that I have never mentioned publicly in my whole life? Never talks about it. Those people would email me, I'm like, I'm not doing that. One, it doesn't really have much to do with the things I cover. Secondly, you just don't feel right. And I don't give a fuck. Myron might be truly homosexual. I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's kind of funny to think about because of how I'm straight, nigga. Hey, you suck, but I don't fuck my girl. It's funny. I don't care. This nigga might suck 10 a day. Tell AG to fucking clean up the semen on the sheets.
Goddamn.
You get your citizenship, bitch. Just clean up the shit. I don't want to fucking do. I don't care.
If you don't clean it up, I'll clean it up. Hi. That's probably what he's saying, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Niggas say you was yes, you're so good with that shit, bro. These are not things that are worth getting into. And that's why people are like, but why'd y'all defend Myron when he was getting falsely? Because it's unethical not to. I don't really care about this goofball and whether or not his life goes well or not. I think he's a horrible person. I think that about a lot of these people in the red pill space. I think a lot of scammers and charlatans rose to the top to lead men when men were lost. That's an indictment on society for not giving space to dudes to figure they fucking shit out. But it doesn't change. I think these people, but I still wouldn't be like, hey man, fuck, you got some dirt on Myron, bro? Hey, oh yeah. So he sucked fucking 7th grade. Word? I'm not doing that. So, yeah, I'm not gonna sit. What?
Sucking in 7th grade is crazy.
Is it?
You just said that like.
I'm not saying that happened. I'm not even saying somebody's told me.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Let me clear it up because I did sound kind of crazy. You're right. I was giving a random example of what someone might do. I'm actually caring, okay? That sounds crazy.
You see,
Okay.
you see, Sneako? That's what you do when your friends sound crazy. You tell them right on the spot.
Hey, you know what? Thank you. Because I actually would not like a rumor for me to start that way about him. Because it's not true. And even if it harms his reputation, makes him look, I don't want that. So genuinely, thank you. Someone said weirdly specific.
That was crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
that's
listen,
why I laughed.
I'm gonna be accountable and I'm gonna apologize right now. That's my bad. I should not have said that, guys. I'm gonna say that right now. That was me fucking up.
Because you said that.
I was just I was just free. I was being real. I was free flowing, and sometimes when you freestyle, sometimes you get balls on your forehead. That was that moment, okay?